Lewis County Sheriff Carpinelli. How are you? Oh, that's right. You have no idea I am. My name is Bobby Oliveira. I live in Rhode Island. I used to live in Oneida County. In fact, in Oneida County, if you ask about me, they'll say foil. That's a sneak hint about what's about to happen. So you're probably wondering why I'm reaching out to you this way and putting you on my blog and letting 20,000 people see you. Well, you'll never guess what. When you first spoke about bail reform, the headlines made you look really bad. And so you came to everybody's attention, and then people started looking. And then we looked closer at your comments about what you said about Governor Cuomo. And you weren't that wrong. He did kind of act the way you said. Now, we're going to have a disagreement on the decriminalization of drugs and the decriminalization of sex work because those are moneymakers for you, and we get that. But we want them decriminalized because that would help everybody in both cases. But what you said about bail reform for everything else, you were pretty on spot. And so we were like, leave them alone. But then we did some more research. And you hang out with Rep Stefanik. Naughty, naughty. Yeah, Rep Stefanik, no. Trump bumpkin. Someone's blackmailing her. She used to be normal. Now she's weird. Acts all crazy. Says really stupid, annoying things that have no basis in reality and thinks she can get away with it while being in a blue state. Yeah, we thought you were as bad as that Fulton County sheriff that used to hang out at the white supremacist meetings. I don't know if he's still elected or not, but that's what he was doing back in 2014. It turned out you're not bad. But then you're hanging out with Stefanik. Okay. What are you going to do? But then, the other day, the Attorney General had to give that dumb speech about cops. Yeah. First he gave a dumb speech about authoritarianism. Then he gave a dumb speech about theocracy. And now he's giving a dumb speech about cops. That's 3 dumb speeches. And every time he does it, he costs somebody some money. Let me backtrack a little bit, tell you how we handle things where I come from, here in the blue states, the blue part of the blue states. It makes sense for business to headquarter themselves in a red state because the taxes are low and the regulations are loose. And that's what you want. Since 9/11, we're in this profit fetish thing where it's just profit, 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 profit. To give you an example, in 1999, Home Depot wanted all the best floor covering salespeople to work for Home Depot instead of where we were. And we were all making commission. So we're like, look, we're not going to Home Depot to make a retail wage. In 1999, to leave whatever carpet store I was at to go to Home Depot, they gave me $13.50 an hour. That's 20 years ago. We can't come close to that wage now. And when I worked at Home Depot, there were only like 4 or 5 of us on the floor back then. Now you walk into a Home Depot, it might be one person in each department. It's there everywhere in retail, whether you go to Dick's or whatever you decide to do. It's all about keeping numbers so you get the profit. It used to be about just total sales. Now it's this weird profit thing. Well, in order to achieve that, those red state businesses have to have access to blue marketplaces. Otherwise, they can't generate the profit because red state economies suck. Hey, you've got, people you don't bother to educate who practice social conservatism. You can't get any tourists, and you don't draw any revenue. People in red states make fun of California all the time. The problem is they can't buy any California land. Meanwhile, I can trade bodily fluids for where they live. That's just the way it is. So when we get mad at a red state, we go look at their largest employer, and then we start kicking them out of blue state marketplaces. Ooh. Yeah. And they can't make the profit. Then they got to make a decision. And now it's that roulette thing. Allocating the state. But the state did something creepy. And now the blue state people are mad at me. And now the profit disappears. That's how you get folks to change their mind. We're doing it with AutoZone. We're doing it with Cold Water Machine. Now, in some cases, it's a politician or in your case, a sheriff, which is technically the way New York handles it. You get elected, it's a politician. I'm not even going to talk about ballot fusion in this video. People go nuts. But the point is that you're in a place where you really can't make any mistakes. You're in a blue state. You got a crazy rep. And now the AG has caused people to be mad at you. There used to be a time, I've had this rule forever, that first responders never suffer political consequence, ever, regardless of what they do. And then a few years back, Tamir Rice got shot. And things had to change. And black people keep getting shot. And things have to change. And now we have an AG who's making threats about if we don't support the police the right way, he's going to do stuff. Well, we have to show him that using the free market, we can fend him off. Yes. So here's what's going to happen. In a couple of days, your county clerk is going to get a FOIL. Now, because this is on my blog, I got to tell everybody, a FOIL is a FOIA. And in some places, a public records request, whatever terminology you use in New York, it's a FOIL. There's going to be a FOIL for your grants. Well, the county's grants. And then we're going to look through the FOIL, we get the results, and we're going to find grants that you like. Yes. All perfectly legal. Protected by the law. And then we're going to disrupt some grants. Because it's fun. And that way, after we disrupt the grants, or we're sending letters out, or we're causing problems, or we're causing other counties to get the money that you thought you were going to get, or whatever we do, that way, you can get on the phone to the AG. And you could say, yeah, your little speech, one of two things is possible. Either it's your little speech raised the taxes in my county, or your little speech made it so I couldn't do things that I used to do in my county. And then you can call the congressperson, you can say, I get picked because of you. Yes. Well, you hang out with who you hang out with. I can't tell you what to do. Of course, if you kept your mouth shut in the first place, then we wouldn't even know you existed, because until you said those things about the governor, we didn't. Even though you were right. So, that's what's going to happen. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be fun. And I'm just going to sit here until I get the grant applications. Because we're not going to have a country like this. And those of us in the blue states are in the majority. We can create the tax rail. Yes, the electoral college, the hangover from slavery, can screw us and put in precedents we don't like. But we still control the marketplace. And so we're going to use the marketplace after we get the FOIA to make a correction. And that way, when the AG goes to make a speech like this again, he can think twice. Because it has real world consequence. Now, it's not personal, Like I said, comments weren't that out of bounds. They just made us pay attention to you. Still hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Still want all your officers to stay safe. Still want the county to do awesome and raise all kinds of money and do all kinds of sales or whatever businesses you got. But we're going to have this little interchange. Again, I apologize, but that's the way it has to be. Have a great night.